to talk a little bit about some DNA. All right, this is my DNA right here, and we're going to talk about um, how we find the Dahomey. I'm 13% Dahomey. So I'm going to go in here and look at this, see what I can find right here. So you see right here, the fawn. The fawn are the Dahomey. See right here, Dahomean. The fawn are basically the people who come from Mississippi. When you talk about Muskegon, Mississippi, Muskegon, Michigan, Muskegon, Chicago, because there's a tribal area in Chicago called Muskegon along the east side. So when you think about the Dahomey, right, you think about all those areas of America. And you also think about the people um, that are in Africa, right? So this is how many people we're talking about, over 2 million. All right. Over 2 million. So the reason I love Ancestry DNA, right, is because they give you a good a sense of who is who when you talk about Nigeria, because I'm 26% Nigerian, and how you can use this information to your advantage. Like I'm 1% Eastern Bantu, that's Ugandan. So I can basically say, I want dual citizenship in Uganda, Benin, and say if like I have get into legal trouble or something like that, I can have a diplomatic passport and they can cause extradition in the case and have it basically seen by a judge in one of those states in Africa. But as I just mentioned, depending on who I get DNA citizenship from, right? You can get investment citizenship, marriage citizenship, and also DNA citizenship. DNA citizenship is the easiest citizenship. So you can say, I want citizenship in Benin. And they say, okay, the judge sees you and be like, okay, what immunities do you have? Oh, I'm hunter gatherer. Oh, so you're Dahomey. Dahomey come into the court. They look at the case and say, oh, okay, this person, he has DNA in his empire, so he automatically immune from the courts. It can be something like that, right? You see what I'm saying? And these right here is another way you can find out who you are, right? Just by the foods the people eat. You see, they're maize-based people. They are yam-based people. They are palm oil-based people. They're peanut-based people. They're leafy green-based people. Smoked fish, dried fish, chicken, goat. This is some of the things that they feast on, what you call breaking bread. So again, the empire, it doesn't just stop at trades. It doesn't just stop at language. The empire stretches vastly throughout West Africa. America is considered West Africa. You can find the Dahomey in places like South Carolina, Mississippi, Georgia, Tennessee. You can find those people in those places. America is part of the Western African Empire. You see what I mean? That's why I like this information and I like this website, because it puts you directly in Africa, right? You can find who your people are very easily just by doing a DNA test. This is why I love this website. And I was doing some other research too before I looked up the Dahomey, and I was trying to find out what haplogroups were the Adam and Eve's in. And I see they're M30, M32, M31, D1, you know. And I'm basically, I don't have D. But I think I have C. I'm not sure if I have C. I'm not sure. Probably not. I don't know. But I do have M. Okay, I do have M. So that's a way you can find out who you are. You know, you can use haplogroups. You know, you can use haplogroups. Let me read this. These haplogroups do not originate from Africa directly, but from early out of Africa descendants. They represent one of the oldest continuous human populations outside Africa. See, that's interesting. That's interesting. So this means when M and D split, right? My people were only with M, because I don't see D in my haplogroups. I don't see it. I see A, I see B, you know. I see L, I see J, I see R. I see T. I see T. So again, this is how you find out who you directly are. You know? All right, so these are some of the spices that Dahomey use. They use onions, garlic, and ginger. Okay? They're a fish-based people. So basically, I should be getting protein from like fish, you know. I was going to do the fruitarian thing, but I thought about it. I said, I'm not in a tropical climate. So I need to do something that's more along the lines of just like fish and bananas. Like I used to try to do. I can't do tropical because like the only way you can subsist off a tropical diet is like if it's always hot and that's like always in season watermelon. Always in that's always in season watermelon and pineapples. Those are the two most important fruits because they very electric. Pineapples are very electric. Watermelon is very electric. They're very hydrated. Very hydrating. So just look at that. Just look at that. I mean, it's great like when you can look up and say like, you know, I'm Dahomey. You know, that like that feels great when you can say that, like, you know. And like you come from all these people, right? I think that's exciting, right? And that's what the movie Wakanda was talking about. Like the movie Wakanda was like, we belong to houses. We don't necessarily belong to tribes. We belong to houses, right? You know, everybody has a part in this great civilization of all black people. That's what the movie Wakanda was about. It was about an advanced civilization of black people who all got along, who all weren't separated. You know what I mean? So when you're looking at the Dahomey, right, the first thing you notice is they sit right on the border of Nigeria and next to Togo. Togo got some masculine women. You talk about women who down, when you talking about you getting ready to go up against the bully, Togolese women are very masculine. Benin women are like the most masculine. You know, I would say East African women are more They're very princessy. They're very calm. You know, they're very nurturing. I'll say West African women are very masculine, you know. So you can see that dynamic there. They work together in that sense. They protect each other's strengths. You got West Africa protecting the gate against America, right? You got East Africa cooperating and working with the Asian empires. You know what I mean? Like they all work together. You got Ethiopia working with China. So they protect the African civilization very well. You know? So remember, when they ask you, right, who are the Dahomey? The Dahomey are the Muskegon. They're the Muskegon. The Dahomey are the Muskegon. When you talk about Native American tradition, they're the Muskegon. The Dahomey are considered a Native American tribe because they're on the maps in Mississippi. They were part of the mound building civilizations. Great peace, Yakoki.